first tutorial, I showed you how you can install Django on your local machine, how you can initialize a Django project as well as Django app on your local machine. So I wanted to tell you that in the previous tutorial, told you like we were going to move with the request and response part. But before this, I wanted to show you that I want to discuss a very important topic with you, and that was about virtual environment. So only want to focus on this topic only in this lecture, because this topic has its own unique importance and value, because it has a good concept in itself, and you need to have a good knowledge about virtual environments, how you can work with virtual environment variables. So because this would really help you. Like suppose you can have two cases here. I'm just giving you two scenarios why you need to learn about virtual environment. Suppose you have made your Django project and you want to deploy this Django project online. So in order to deploy this Django project online, you're on a server, you need to have a record of all the external libraries, dependencies, and packages you have used in this project in a file called requirements.txt, so that the server can install those dependencies, packages, and libraries on the server, on the cloud. I mean, the server can install that dependencies, packages, and libraries on the cloud. Then the server will install your application on the cloud, and with the help of both the things, when both the things get installed, then you are only able to run this application. Or second case, you can have that when you are working in a team, and there might be a possibility you want to share this code with someone else, you want to share this whole project with someone else, and they want to run this project on their machine or server as well. But if they want to run this project or on their machine or the server, they need to have the list of those external libraries, packages, and dependencies you have mentioned in your project, so that they can get those dependencies installed on either on their machine or on the server in order to run this particular application. So uh, without any further delay, I again welcome you all to Programming Knowledge. And my first step would be, I have created a folder on my desktop with the name Programming Knowledge. And the very first step I am going to do is create a Django project, Django admin start project, my first project. So when I run this command, so I'm able to create a project inside this directory. Here you can see this. You can even run the directory command as well. So this would make sure that you have created the project. Now when you have made the project, you would move into the project folder with the command cd my first project. So I'm inside the my project directory now. So now I would create a simple, I would say that I would initialize an app inside this project folder. So you can get familiar with these command lines in my previous tutorial with the name python manage.py start app, and you can name anything with your first app. I would name this as my first app. So this looks good. So this has created a app inside my project directory. So to ensure this, I would again run the directory command, and it says my first have been installed. So I'm going slow with this because this has a very important concept now. Now I would run python manage.py run server. Now I hope the server gets started. Okay, now it's running. So either you can copy this address, or you can say local host is same as 127.0.1. I mean 127.0.0.1. Now it's with the port number 8000. So the localhost colon 8000 is same as this address. So this is the same as localhost colon 8000. Now I would want you to terminate this, kill this server. So I would cross this, and now I would open the command line again. Now I want to tell you why I'm going to show this. I'm going slow with this because this is a very important concept. So now I would move to my desktop. I would move to the programming knowledge folder. Then I would go to the my project folder. Okay, so now I'm inside my project folder, so you can have a graphical view of it also. So this is the app being created. I'm inside my project folder. So now, so I started the server and it was running fine. So I will refresh this page. So the server won't run now, I guess. So it's not running. So because I had terminated the process. So okay, now it looks fine. So now what I want to tell you is, uh, you can open your command line and type pip install virtual env. This package is particularly needed to create a virtual environment. So this says requirement already satisfied because I already installed this. And now I would move to my project directory and create a virtual environment variable with virtual env. Now you can give any name to this. It could be my environment, my first environment, Django environment variable. It could be any name. So you can have a name of your own. So I would give it my env. So this process takes a minute or so. So this would create a virtual environment variable. So by the time it gets installed, I would like to tell you something. Like, till now we have created our environment variable name. Now we need to, in order to use this environment variable name, we need to activate this. And why we are doing so? Because this would help us to keep track record of all those dependencies and packages required in order to be mentioned in requirements.txt file, so we can use them. So this is a good process. So now, so this environment has been installed. Now I would activate. So I would type. So before this, I would like to show you that I'm in the folder programming knowledge. Now I'm in the project directory. This my env variable has been initialized with the folder. So you can have a look at this folder, my env scripts. Then there is activate. In order to activate this variable, so what I need to do is I would go. So this is the same as I would go my env slash scripts slash activate. Activate. Please make sure the direction of slash sign. So please make a note of it. So this would activate the virtual environment inside my project. Yeah, this looks pretty good. So the my env is now working here as a virtual environment variable, which will help us to keep track record of our things. So what I want you to do is, the first thing I want to do, that earlier we ran the command python manage.py run server, and the server had started on our machine. So that looked pretty simple. Now I would type the same command again, python, sorry for this, python manage.py run server. So now you see this process doesn't get started. So it says couldn't import Django. Are you sure it's installed and available on your Python environment variable? So the environment variable, did you forget to activate a virtual environment? But I'm pretty sure the virtual environment is activated. And this time I wanted to show you this because I would again run this command and it would give me the same error, because I want to tell you that the Django has been installed on my machine. So I want to tell you one thing, that Django has installed on my machine, but not inside my virtual environment. So I would repeat this. The Django earlier had installed inside my local machine, but not inside my virtual environment. So this is the same case where you might want to work with you when you work in a team, and you might share the code with someone, and he might somebody might add an external dependency. So how you can keep track that external dependency has been added on your project? So how will you keep a track record of those things? So you will keep a track record of those things via environment variable and requirement.txt. The very next command I would tell you, to install Django inside my virtual environment, I would simply type pip install Django. So this would install Django inside my virtual environment. So I would want to repeat. So this would install Django on my inside my virtual environment. So yeah, great. So Django has been installed on a machine. Then the first thing you need to type is, so I would like to tell you that I'm inside my project directory. So Django has been installed. So in order to make sure this, I would type this command pip freeze requirement.txt. So I would run the directory command. Now you can see a file called requirement.txt has been created, and I would open that file. Now this is the point I want to show you, that in order to run this project, I need Django as an external, because Django is a Python based web framework. So it is an external package, or you can say dependency, which Python uses to make web applications. So this Python package Django is needed with the version 3.0.2 in order to run this application. So suppose I want to tell you, so this is the, now I will run the command, because now I have made sure that inside my requirement.txt Django has been installed on inside my virtual environment. I specified those environment variables, packages, dependency inside the file requirement.txt. Now I made sure that Django has been installed my inside my virtual environment. Now I would run the command python manage.py run server. So this would start the server. Now you can see that inside my environment variable, I ran this command and this worked. So I would go to this, I would refresh this page. Now the server has started successfully. So until now we have covered till this part. Sorry for this. So what I mean with this command, suppose I want to tell you that, suppose we are working on a project, and someone like I want to show you an example of this. So these are the, suppose you are working on a data science project and you are working on a platform like Django, and someone might have come with must have added these three dependencies. So what you can do is you can add those dependencies. Suppose I'm just for an example, someone was working with and had added those dependencies on your project as well. So you can utilize this by, you can install these dependencies or packages or by running a command. I would tell you. So I would first terminate this process. So I would open my command line. So I would go to the desktop folder, then programming knowledge. So now I will run the directory command. So yes, requirement.txt is here, and I can read this file. So I would type the command pip install -r requirements.txt. So this line means that install all those dependencies which are present inside the file requirements.txt in order to get working with this project. So this would install all those dependencies. So this might happen that already few of those dependencies might be already satisfied. Like I said, this dependency is already satisfied, and this might be upgraded into something. So this is requirement already satisfied. Now, when I came to matplotlib, so it started with the process of installing those library. So what I mentioned you, so there might be a case that someone might come and add a new package or dependency to it. So you might need this in order to run the whole application. So to keep a track record of the dependencies required, you need to specify them in a file code requirement or txt, and the server does the very same thing when you deploy your application. And the server, in order to run the application on cloud, you need to define those dependencies which are needed to run the application. So this is a very important concept, and to install those you can run this command pip install -r requirements.txt in order to run all those applications. So thank